Smoking rates for youth climbed in the early 1990s, but have since been declining slowly. Almost 20% of Canadian teens between the ages of 12 and 19 currently smoke daily or occasionally. Each day, between 82,000 and 99,000 young people around the world start smoking. In Canada, the smoking rates are generally higher among males than females, and males tend to smoke more cigarettes a day than females. Additionally, youth smokers make more attempts to quit smoking than adult smokers. This does not necessarily mean that they are more successful. We interviewed a variety of teenage smokers to find out a little bit more about their lifestyle.
How long have you been smoking?
I first started smoking when I was 13 in grade 9, so 2 years.
6 months?
I don't smoke since the 9th grade. The reason why I started smoking is because my favorite guitar player at the time, Slash, loved smoking, so thought it was cool. The first time I actually got a pack of cigarettes was from my family friend's dad, and yeah, I just started from there.
Like summer of grade 10.
For about 2 years.
About a year and a bit. It was the summer going into grade 10. I was in my friend's garage, and yeah, his sister had some friends over and they were smoking cigarettes, and everyone was drinking a little bit, so I mean, I was easily peer pressured, but I mean.
Are you addicted?
I didn't think I was addicted, but when you try to quit, that's when you realize you're addicted. I wouldn't say I'm addicted. I don't know. Maybe. Possibly addicted.
No. I could probably stop.
Sure.
Not really. Like, I think I could stop. I have before for like long periods of time.
No chance, no.
No.
Where do you get your cigarettes?
I buy them myself.
Okay.
I have ID.
Usually off friends, you get them from like convenience stores. There's no places that'll sell it to people like underage.
The store.
Do you just have an ID or something?
Yeah, I have a fake ID. Helps.
Some stores don't ID you, some, like, I've gotten a couple times like that, but mostly just friends with IDs or older brothers or shit like that.
How much do you smoke per day, and how often do you smoke it?
I probably smoke anywhere from like 4 to 10, no, 4 to 8 per day, depends on the day.
And do you smoke every day?
Yeah. I smoke between 3 to 10 per day, depending.
At first it was like a couple a day, then it went to a pack by the beginning of grade 10.
I'd say a pack every 2 weeks.
3 stings a day. Sting means a cigarette, by the way.
And do you smoke every day?
Yeah.
It depends. I mean, if I'm working or something, it can be up to like 5 to 10 a day. If it depends on a lot of shit, but I usually every day at least once or twice.
Have you noticed any health issues?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, I already have breathing problems, so kind of just made it a bit worse. Yeah. I realized that when I'm playing sports now, I'm not, like, it's really hard to keep up sometimes with cardio, obviously, but I'm not, like, I'm a runner, I'm not a long distance runner, I'm a jumper and a sprinter, so it hasn't really affected me for track, but I mean for like field hockey, like I notice I'm out of breath all the time.
Sort of, like, for my parents it gives them stress that I'm gonna like die of cancer. For me, I don't know, not really. I think I'm sort of stupid in that way, but I don't know, I think it's gonna catch up to me, and then I'm probably gonna quit when I realize how stupid it is, but at the moment I enjoy it.
Does smoking help you relieve pressure or stress?
Like actually smoking doesn't, but just like taking the time to like go outside and like get fresh air, that's kind of like relaxing in itself.
Yeah, for sure. Just find it really relaxing.
Yeah, like for me cigarettes sort of became like a break thing in a way. Like I'll do an hour of studying, an hour and a half, then have a cigarette like in school. Or like I'll be done this, I'll be walking to the bus stop, have a cigarette. If I'm actually doing something the whole day, like that I'm actually enjoying, I won't really find the need to go and have a cigarette outside. Like, it's sort of a break thing, like, let's go outside.
Very much. I mean, I hate to say that I use that as a stress reliever, but it really does help when, you know, I have a lot of things on my hands and I know that I can go outside, just take a break, and just go for a smoke.
Have you ever thought of quitting?
I've tried, but you know, there's always, like, I'm kind of like influenced by my boyfriend. It's really hard, like, if he's smoking, then like in the car, like, obviously, like, I want one. I know I'm addicted. So, like I said, like, you don't know you're addicted until you try to quit, and you don't realize how hard it is.
Yeah, that's the point in everyone's life where, I mean, like, you gotta stop. If you got health problems or kids or something, like, you should definitely stop. If you have something to stop for, stop.
Do most of your friends smoke, and how does it affect your perception of smoking?
Half of my friends smoke. Like, I sort of have my smoking friends and my, like, you know, regular friends. Like, if I'm with my regular friends, I won't want to pull out a cigarette because, like, I'm not going to be an asshole to them in a way. And then, am I allowed to say that?
Yeah,
okay.
We'll just...
And then, like, I don't know, with, like, my friends that do smoke, like, they're not just my smoking friends, but it's sort of like if we're going outside, everyone's sort of going to have a cigarette.
Yeah, like at parties, people just come up to you and you just start talking because you're both smoking.
I'd say when your friends smoke, it's probably a bit of a danger because your friends are kind of, like, I can't find a word for it, but like the lack of, like, that's, your friends are where you can kind of test things out, like, if you're smoking and your friends are like, oh yeah, it's smoking, like, that's cool, it's going to increase it, or like if you start smoking, your friends are like, oh, that's bad for you, like, your friends are going to get on you for it, you're probably not going to keep smoking. But if you got friends that smoke and you start smoking, it's a terrible combination.
90% of my friends smoke, and now it's like, before I'd never like touch a cigarette because I just thought they were disgusting. Now it's kind of just like, if everybody else is smoking, it's kind of just like, why not just do it?
Yeah, a lot of my friends smoke, but it doesn't really change my perception because, I don't know, they do what they want. It doesn't really affect me. I just go with it.
My friends smoke, but it doesn't really affect anything. If they did or not, it wouldn't really change the fact that I'd smoke.
Sort of, but it wasn't really for a real reason.
No, hasn't come to mind.
Would you encourage somebody who wants to start smoking to start smoking?
No. Like, I always see these grade 10s outside smoking cigarettes, and it's like, you don't need that, but I mean, I was the same.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
We decided to talk to a local high school teacher about her exposure to teen smoking.
I've been teaching for almost 15 years.
Okay. And since you've been teaching, have you seen any trends in the amount of students who have been smoking?
I feel like it's gone down.
Gone down?
Like the amount of students going outside to smoke has gone down.
Gone down?
But it might just be the school.
Okay. And with the students who do smoke, do you notice any kind of trends or relationship with their academic performance in general?
I'm not going to use this school as the sample.
Yeah.
But I would say that oftentimes the hardcore smokers who go outside tend not to do as well, simply because they're using that time to, you know, like, they come late for class, or they're rushing, they want to rush out to go for a smoke, or, but that's, you know, that's just, I don't know if there's a correlation with their marks necessarily.
Do you think that some of them just want that kind of break to get out of class for 5 or 10 minutes?
Some of them definitely. Some of them are addicted to nicotine.
Yeah.
And some of them, unfortunately, do it just to be cool.
So you think there's definitely like a social aspect with it?
Definitely.
That sometimes, you know, it's just going out in their groups to smoke, or it kind of creates little groups of all the kids who do smoke. It gives them more people just kind of
And I think it's always been that way.
Yeah.
I think smoking is sort of, it can become a bit of a culture. And if your friends do it, then you're probably more likely to do it. And I think it's, you know, it's that classic image of rebel without a cause, going out for smoke. It's been around forever, right? So.
I'm Emma. I'm 17 and I hack darts.
I'm Corinne, I'm 17.
He's in my class.
Jack Beaton, 18.
I'm Brian, age 17.
My name's Dylan. I'm 17 years old.